Let me take it from Bluetooth. Carol, this is for my Yoruba brothers and sisters. I am here to plead with you. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ìwà tá à ń wù nílé yẹn kò wọ́ bí o. Tẹ́ ẹ bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ ara nìyín. A máa ṣoore fúnra wa. Ẹni tó ẹ̀ ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé òun ò níwèé. Ẹ máa ṣe wọ́n lóore tán, ẹ mú wọn débi iṣẹ́ àdẹ̀fikán fara nìyín. Kí ló dé tó fi jẹ́ pé ọ̀tẹ̀ àti àìríjẹ àti àìrójú ló dàbí ẹni pé wọ́n fẹ́ fi pinlẹ̀ omi Yorùbá? Kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe báwọn òbí wa ṣe tọ́ wa nìyẹn. Yorubas are supposed to be loving. All the people coming from Nigeria right now, their attitude sucks. It's before they get the job, before they have the access. That's when you can see a little bit of humility in them. Èèyàn kan wá ń sọ on down, the person was saying, I'm sorry, this is explicitly for my Yorubas, but my loving people are welcome to the platform if you understand my language, and I will try to speak it, but I'm not going to apologize for going Yoruba on you. You get somebody to a place of work. They are supposed to show respect and humility. They are the ones that will gang up against you. I have been receiving reports. People have been calling me, especially on the lower levels, CNA, Psych Tech, all this. Look, you are no longer in Nigeria. I know that Tabawa, Nigeria. You fight for yourself. You defend your territory. And if somebody says one, you say 10. That is why with me, you see, I stopped talking on our political scenery. Because even the people that are supposed to release us from bondage and slavery are so uncultured and rough. I'm talking about our attitude, our demeanor. The young ones know they can unpick, as long as you have a black skin, they can unpick which one is Nigerian or not. Any call any walan. Any call any problem, any call any bills. Ṣé kò sẹ́ni tó ní bills tó fẹ́ san àfẹ̀yìn? Ta ló kó bá wa? Ta ló kó bá yín? We have to learn as adults that want to function in society to leave our problems aside and have a welcoming face. Tá bá rẹ́rìn, we don't have joy and laughter. Báwo lóore ṣe fẹ́ súnmọ́ wa? Àfi tán bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn ń bàjẹ́, àfi tán bá fẹ́ bàyàn jẹ́, tán bá fẹ́ condemn èèyàn. That's when we are happy to listen. When are we going to learn to be kind? I work with Filipinos. I tell, kò sí bó ṣe lè funky tó, wọ́n mọ̀ fúnra wọn. Ìgbà wo la di ẹni tó ń raise àwọn ọmọ tí ò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́? Ẹ ti máa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yín láti lé, má gbà fún wọn, tó bá ti gbé wá báyìí kó gbé fún. Níbo? Wọn ò ní rọ́nà lọ. Tó bá rí lọ, wọn ò ní rí lò lálàáfíà. There is nothing that can replace humility. Humility is awesome. Respecting other people is amazing. Kí ló dé tá wá fẹ́ yàyàkuyà báyìí àwa ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire tán fi ẹ̀kọ́ tọ́ àwa ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire tá mọ̀ ìṣe àti àṣà. Kí ló dé tá wá fẹ́ di ọmọ ṣàkúṣàkú gbogbo nǹkan ṣábì tọmọ tàbí ta sínwín bẹ́ẹ̀ wo àwọn Yorùbá movie gan máa scroll through àmì ò rí nǹkan kan wò àfọ àwọn ọmọ tó ń gúngò àfọ àwọn ọmọ tó ń gán bẹ́ẹ̀ a mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí lù dà nìyẹn. But enough. It is time to put a little class. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rántí ibi tá ti wá. Ẹ má jẹ́ kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pàgbèrò la máa fi ṣe example. This is enough. Ọmọ ṣàjẹ́, ọmọ ṣàkú, ọmọ ṣà kí ló dé? Ta ló ṣe pè fún wa? Kí ló dé téèyàn ò tiẹ̀ lè ní a little class? Why can't we put a little godliness? Kí ló dé tá lè put a little decency? Ṣé gbogbo wa lọ́mọ èrò lẹ́yìn Tinubu ni? Are we all fighting for politicians? Kí ló dé tá dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ ọmọ aláṣàkáṣà bí ọmọ ẹ̀yìn mọ́tò? Kí ló dé? Is that fashionable? Is that acceptable? Should we settle for that? Haven't we have enough of that? That is the world that poverty taught us. That is the world that injustice taught us. Let us reclaim our lives. àwọn ọmọ kárò jire ẹ yé kó àwọn ọmọ yín pé kán máa tutọ́ sókè kán máa fojú gbà á gbogbo èèyàn kan ló máa ṣe fracas lórí Facebook ẹ jẹ́ ká learn respect ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa ṣiṣẹ́ kí yàtọ̀ wà pé these people are honourable kí ló dé ṣan fi ṣe wá ṣan ṣe pè fún wa ni tó bá ṣe pè fún wa pàápàá bó ṣe ń ra ara ayé ló ń rẹ eégún ọ̀run ṣé kò ìtò kan padà lẹ́yìn wa kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé all the àṣà àti ìṣe tá a máa ń sọ táwọn òbí wa kọ́ wa tá a mọ̀ pé kò wọ abroad ní gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa fi ṣàṣà. Why will two Nigerians have dispute at work and fight at the patient's bedside in the patient's room? Why can't we give ourselves a little patience? And when you talk, they say, you know, in Nigeria, you have to defend everything. You are no longer in Nigeria. When you step on the soil of this land, the first quality you need is teachability. Wọ́n láti lè kọ́ ẹ kó o dẹ̀gbẹ̀ kọ́. My sister talks to me about everything. In fact, when I started using the cream and lightening up, òun ò fẹ́ kí n bóra. Lóòótọ́, it is my life, oh. Kò dẹ̀ san bill mi. She actually bought a ticket with her own money and brought my mother as a surprise, just to make me stop. And even after my mother left and I was still trying to go back to it, she said, Elizabeth, má ṣe àbúrò mi ni ẹ́, àbùkù ẹ̀ àbùkù mi ni. When you are disgraced, the people that are related to you are disgraced. So is it really your life? It's not your life. It's your life to live right. But when you go wrong, àwọn tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa, the people that care about us will have to be able to talk to us. That is what is called family and friendship and love. When they watch you go the wrong way, then they are looking for your destruction. And I was telling my sister this morning, when you walk in a place and all the outsiders are jumping on your back, you have to stop and look at the people that are supposed to be your friends and insiders. If they don't know about it, oftentimes it won't happen to you. Kí ló dé? Ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé láti Nigeria, CNA. I was a CNA once. Yes. Gbogbo re tí mo rí tó jẹ́ kí ilé ayé mi lọ síwájú. Àtọwọ́ àwọn Nigerians bí tèmi ni mo ti rí. Lóòótọ́, there are people that are terrible. Lóòótọ́, there are people that are bad. But there are good people in our midst. Kí ló dé tẹ́ fẹ́ fi àìlẹ́kọ̀ọ́, àìṣe bá sọ̀rọ̀, àìṣe bá wí, kí ló dé tẹ́ fẹ́ fi bàjẹ́? Ó jẹ́ ká lè bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. We should be able to talk to each other. I'm a jealous Chinese. Àní wọ́n wà segregationist. I'm a jealous Filipino. Àní wọ́n fi wá sáàrin. Wọ́n mọ̀ wá ara wọn náà fira wọn sáàrin. No ń dáàbò bo ara wọn. Ọjọ́ wo ni Nigeria máa tó yé stop. I remember growing up. Ọmọ tó bẹ ni mí o, from time mi o ṣe excuse o. God creates us in different ways. Mo sharp, mo bẹ. In fact, mo rántí ìgbà kan tí papa bí ọmọ kan by another woman tí mo lọ bá. I was barely out of high school. Out of primary school. Mo ní daddy. Ṣé tú ma eléyìí ẹ tú ti bí eléyìí. Ṣé tú ma fẹ́ mi. My father was telling me pé ọmọ tóun ṣì máa tó máa bímọ fóun wọn ò tí ì bí. But that is how I can ask things I don't understand. Give people room to ask. Don't automatically raise your temperature every time somebody says something that does not go with you. Shere ni tó bá ti ń bínú jù. When people tend to get upset easily, it is a form of control. It is an intimidatory reverse mechanism so that people will not be able to talk to you. The people should be able to talk to you. Kò sí ẹni tó dàgbà tó. Àgbékalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ló matter, which means how I present my concern is what is, of concern to me. I will present it respectfully. But we should all be able to call each other out of love and say, come. All that, it is not their business. Kò sí tó kàn mí, ìyá mi ló ń tọ́ mi. Ó mà ṣe o. Máa mo filẹ̀ fún yín. All the people that are coming from Nigerians now are like thug made. They are ready to fight. You can't talk to them. They know so much. I won't show them. I won't shout it. I won't. Nínú system yìí, I was an R&D once. Mo learn any. Whatever you know in Nigeria needs to stop. Don't go to work and make the life of other people hard. And smile. Learn to smile. You're not the only one with problems. When you know little things, show somebody the way. Gbogbo PPP tó ń gbà yẹn náà. Àìmọye àwọn tí ò fi wọ́n yàn. Àìmọye àwọn tó dẹ̀ qualify láti gbà. Ẹ̀yin nìkan ni ṣe fẹ́ gbáyé lọ sọ́run ni. Tó bá yá ẹ máa bú Tinubu, ẹ máa bú Buhari. Ṣé Buhari wà ń bí pẹ̀lú wa? Tá tún ní wà. Òyìnbó ń ṣe fúnra wọn for free láì gba fees. Ẹ máa gba fees. Okay, tí ẹ fi wọn àwọn èèyàn pò ṣe. Ngbà tẹ́yìn nìkan bá ń gba 20,000 plus your extra fẹ́ fi rajaṣọ ẹbí lọ ni. Ṣé ó tán? Wọ́n máa rí yín. Kásìké, akọ. That's all we know. Is that what life is all about? Dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká máa lo ìfẹ́ àtinúwá pẹ̀lú ra wa. Kí ló dé? Màá rí ẹni tó jù mí lọ with 5-6 years. Lè fi mí sì sẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Ti dọmọ ọmọ asọ̀tá lóyìnbó. Òyìnbó has respect. Their respect is defined with the parameters that is acceptable within the society. Respect, you cannot take it away. You have to respect people. You have to show calmness and patience when you deal with people. Don't let them know us as thugs. I hear things and I see things. Kí ló dé, especially àwọn ọmọ Oòduà. Mbo náà ti kó àwọn eléyìí wá. Ṣọmọ Oòduà nìyí? Ṣọmọ Yorùbá nìyí? Ṣé káàárọ̀ oòjíire nìyí? Ọmọ tó gbẹ̀kọ́ là wá o. Tó mọ̀ ṣà, tó mọ̀ ṣe. Sometimes I would even have gone on my knees for somebody. My sister would say, you are older than them. And kò ṣe nǹkan kan mi ò mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Mi ni mi ò ní ṣe. But mo ti kún eléyìí náà. Learn to respect people. Calm down. And especially now for Texans, it is open carry. Your governor says you don't even need a license to carry a gun. What kind of upset are you upsetting? Calm it down. Tune it down. We're in a different world. We're in a different world. When you live in Rome, I knew that from when I was a little girl in diapers. You act like a Roman. Show respect. Don't bring your thuggery, your sharpness, your twisting of words, your sensitivity. Don't bring it here. Let it stay. You were like that because you had no government. You were like that because you had nobody looking out for you. Now you are in a land that is structured. We have law and order. We respect everybody, including dogs and cats. You cannot be disrespectful here. And stop the back talk. Stop the backbiting. Look, if I need help and somebody helps me, it doesn't matter if tomorrow I become a millionaire. I have to always recognize that that initial help they gave me was part of what saw me to my new state of millionaire. Don't despise your small beginnings. Don't hate those that helped you. It is okay for them to have seen us in our worst state. And when they get away with all this bad attitude, my Yoruba people will say, "Aye ń ṣerú ẹ̀, kò sí nǹkan táyé ò kì í ṣe, ẹ̀ kì í ṣọmọ ayé o. Ọlọ́run ò ní ṣe yín lọ́mọ ayé o. Ọmọ tó níbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run, tó mọ̀ pé ibì kan wà tó ń pè ní heaven. Òun lẹ máa jẹ́, ẹ fi wá ṣàyè sílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lè bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lè bára wa sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wà bí ọmọ tó kọ́ tó gbẹ̀kọ́. Ó máa ń wú mi lórí ni tí n bá rí ẹni tó ní respect níwájú Ọlọ́run. Ó máa ń jẹ́ kínú mi dùn dé ìsàlẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, tá bá ti máa sọ á ní ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ ò kì í ṣe wà. A sọ pé wà ní o, but ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ yẹn necessary. Ìkúnlẹ̀ ò kì í ṣe wà. A sọ pé wà ní o, but ìkúnlẹ̀ yẹn necessary. Èmi láwọn tí mò ń kúnlẹ̀ fún. Yes, mi ò lajú débẹ̀. Àṣà àti ìṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. You cannot exchange it for anything. That has nothing to do with the education that we need to give ourselves, and has nothing to do with confidence. Báwo lẹ ṣe máa feel now? Tí baby Jazz Pepe tó bó ṣe dúró kí múkúnlẹ̀ yẹn lọ́lẹ̀, ẹ káàsán mà. Ó máa ń fi ìkúnyàn ní. Ẹni téèyàn kúnlẹ̀ yẹn fún ní kọ́kọ́ ló ní ìyẹn. Ìwọ tó ń kúnlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yẹn ó ní ìyẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ. Iyì ni. Ó tèmi mo máa ń gbádùn ẹ̀. Àwọn aunties mi tó wà ní Houston wọ́n ju 200 lọ. Àǹtí lágbájá, àǹtí tàmẹ́dù, àǹtí lágbájá, àǹtí tàmẹ́dù. Kò ṣe mí kankan. Filipinos tó ń pera wọn ní àìtẹ́ wọn ṣí èrè. Àwọn Igbo náà dẹ̀ ní sẹ́ wọ́n ní culture tiwọn. Olúkálùkù ló ní culture tiẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká àti àṣà àti ìṣe. Ẹ má jẹ́ àti ìbọ̀, because gbogbo àwọn tó ṣì ń kani lọ́wọ́ kò ń bíṣẹ́ lóríṣiríṣi látòrí CNA látòrí Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Ní iwájú Ọlọ́run Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Àwọn tó ń believe pé bóyá ayé wọn ò tí lọ bó ṣe fẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká rẹ́rìn, ẹ jẹ́ ká hùwà rẹ̀lẹ̀. But when you do something at work, and I'm trying to correct you, and your next statement is, because I've tried and failed, and I said, well, I'm going to call the owner of the company, and you tell me I don't give an F about who you call. Báwo kí ni kí n ṣe sí? And I know you don't have the papers to work, the legal papers. Now you are pushing me to take the legal route with you. Should I do that? Ṣé ìkà ò ní pé méjì? Would that not make it two weak people that are wicked to each other? Let us calm down. Let us be able to correct each other. Kí ló dé? I'm in church. Ti pé 100 inú ẹ̀. I'm a break away. Gbogbo ọ̀nà ní branches. Ìmí 10 inú ẹ̀. Ìmí 5 ní ẹ̀. Kí ló dé tá ní tẹ́lọ́rùn? Kí ló dé tá ní fọkànbalẹ̀? Kí ló dé tá bára wa lò pẹ̀lú fẹ́? Wọ́n ṣépè fún wa ni. Ṣé gbogbo alamadi millionaire ni? Bá ṣe ń gbàdúrà ètò, you think it is everybody that's going to be? No, and if it is, it might not be from the work of your hands. It might just be from the blessings that others can put in your life. I believe in blessings because it is scriptural and biblical. The Bible says the wells that we did not dig will become our own. So you want to work, you think it is every dime you own. Somebody will have to give you 4. You will steal now. Let us be patient with each other. This world is a different place. But there is no world that is exceptional or contradictory to loving each other. Take it easy. When I see that you're a Nigerian, ask everybody that I work with. It gives me joy. I don't know why. And I haven't learned my lessons. I haven't gotten burnt several times. But I will not stop doing good to Nigerians. I will not stop opening doors for Nigerians. I will not stop making sure that the things that are coming to you come to you. Hopefully one day, if you don't know it, those who know that I did it for you will pay me back and will pay my children back down the road. Let us be good to each other. Nigerians are not good. Nigerians are not good. Keep away from Nigerians. Nigerians are fraudsters. It is very, very utmostly important to know how to comport ourselves and to keep our privacy. So, Tobanile and one mails don't buy. Tọ́jú ẹ̀. All those information, tọ́jú ẹ̀. Even Tomo Yaibawa Lọ́dún ẹ̀. Keep your information private and personal. Have a nice place you can keep those things to. And COVID has neutralized everything. I don't know who is calling me at this time. COVID has neutralized everything. So going to visit each other is actually meant for the inner circle. So it's not about visit. It's about when we meet outside. Let us use love, patience, discipline. Nigeria, answers now. And look at the people that are trying to help us answers. Are they different from thugs? Won't we even be exchanging one set of chains for another set of chains? Answers now. Good roads are there. Lighting consistency is there. Food and business is there. You are looking at makeup, short skirt. How does that resolve the problem in Nigeria. That was why I left the matter. Emi o se Nigeria matter mo. When I want to pray about Nigeria matter, I pray about it in my house. God has given that mantle to people like Mayegun. They know how to maneuver, and now they are getting subscription, so he's getting paid for that. But me, that I'm not getting a dime from it, I'm moving on with my life. But every Nigerian that I see, every Nigerian that I come across, if there's a way I can leave you better than I met you, I promise I will. If there's a thing I think you can do that can make your life work, I will open the doors for you. And besides, I open the doors for everybody that is God's children. God made us all. God made us all. It is time this identity politics stops. And I don't know why Yorubas hate Yorubas so much. We really hate each other. I have seen it. The attitude of all these people that are working, the lesser the education they have, the more their frustration is high. Why now? Universities are not closed. You can go to school to advance your life. And if you're still working on your papers, be patient. Tell those you have taken money from at home. Tell your children that you have left behind that you will come through for them. You will come through for them. Don't take that frustration to work. Drop your frustration. Ngba tó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ níbì kan. Tọ́mọ dé láti Dayhab. Tó dẹ̀ mú aṣọ tán ti tọ̀ sí. Tó dì mọ́ aṣọ tó clean. Ṣé yẹn ṣe o common sense ni? Tán dẹ̀ ń correct ẹ. Tó gbójú sókè tó gbaná jẹ́. Ṣàbíamọ nìwọ. Ṣé ìwọ lè ṣe nǹkan àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀bẹ̀ yẹn? Àwọn ọmọ tá ń tọ́jú tá ń pè lábírùn. Àwọn ọmọ tá ń tọ́jú tá ń fi pawó. Àwọn ìyá tá ń tọ́jú tá fi ń jẹun. Ṣẹ́yìn máa lè lo owó yẹn báyìí pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá lo ìwọ Ọlọ́run àti ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run kẹ́ fi bá wọn deal. Èmi wà ń bí sìn mò ń tọ́jú bàbá oníbàbá. Mò ń tọ́jú ìyá oníyà. Ṣèbéyàn kan ló ń tọ́jú bàbá tèmi lé. Ṣèbéyàn kan ló ń tọ́jú ìyá mi lé. Ṣé mo wà ń bẹ̀ láti rí ni? Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀jẹ́ a lo bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Akátá ni ṣákátá ò ń ṣe èèyàn. Mélòó lẹ́yìn lè dá? Ẹ wá sílùú onílùú ẹ bá tẹ báṣubàṣu. Ẹ máa fojú bíntì gbogbo nǹkan. Abájọ tọkàn wa ò balẹ̀. Abájọ tílé wa ò tó. Ayọ̀ ní tọmọ Ọlọ́run. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lo ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú everybody tá bá ń bá ṣe. Tọ́n bá tiẹ̀ ti ń gbé wa lẹ́yìn padà. Tọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ wá da òróró òtura sí. Tó gbé wa sílẹ̀ onílẹ̀. Ìlú onílùú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká rántí pé Ọlọ́run ló dá gbogbo wa. Ẹ máa gbàdúrà, ẹ máa gbàwẹ̀, ẹ máa wọ sùtánà, ẹ máa dé gbé tẹ̀síbíù, ẹ máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Báwo lọ́lọ́run ṣe fẹ́ gbọ́? Ìwánú yín gan ju tejò lọ. Kí ló dé? Ẹ dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká ṣe sùúrù pẹ̀lú ra wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wo ọ̀rọ̀ ká tó sọ. That is how I talk. It is not true. And that is how my voice is. That is a goddamn lie. You can adjust. You can train yourself. You can control your anger. You can taper your waywardness. Kí ló dé? Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi sùúrù ṣe. Gbogbo ìta ń wú ta yẹn a máa gbé lọ́lẹ̀. Kí ló dé? Ilé ò tò. Inú ọkọ ò dùn. Inú aya ò dùn. Inú ọmọ ò dùn. A kàn ń fi endurance bára wa gbé. Is endurance life? Why do you have to endure? You're supposed to endure pain. You're supposed to endure torture. We're not supposed to endure each other. We're supposed to love each other. Tolerance is not endurance. And when I tolerate you, it's so that you can adjust and find room for the change that you need. It's not so that I can keep on taking it. So when you get upset easily, you're trying to tell me to shut up. I will not shut up. You will learn that change. You will adjust your behavior and you will learn to respect, because this is a civil society. Leave your anger. Banish it. Leave your disrespect at home. You're not in the garage anymore. I don't care if you grew up in a Butemeta. I don't give a hoot if you grew up in Saleko. I don't care if you were brought up in Ajegule. I don't care if you are brought up in Yaba. Respect does not have a location. Respect is supposed to be from everywhere and everything. Poverty is no excuse to be disrespectful. Don't give poverty the face of why I am the way I am. We all have stories to tell. Hello? Please, adjust your waywardness. Adjust your disrespect. And learn. Teach your children. Stop telling them. Tó bá gbé wá kó gbé fún, kí ló kàn bẹ́ẹ̀. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. you're wrong. Those things you do and say on the phone, your children can hear. You are the one that are going to end up with your children. Their future is what is at stake. Their safety is what is at stake. There will not be cameras there, like in Chauvin's case. Learn to live longer. We have to learn to conduct ourselves. Because a lot of people actually partake in crimes of opportunity. Please, let us start teaching respect. Please. It works. Everybody came from somewhere. And when we meet in an arena like this, where God has blessed us and raised us up high and seen us worthy to have left home to come here, don't spoil it. Don't let him feel that you're ungrateful. And in order to open up doors, I always tell my friends, beauty is amazing. Beauty draws people in. Beauty opens doors. But beauty will never keep you in those places. Beauty will never create a continuity for you. Only good attitude, good character, and loving behavior will keep those doors open. On that note, Awamakaro Jire, it is well with you. It is well with you. Awamo Igbo. Igbo kwenu. Hey, Kasinu. Hey, it is well with you. Atawa Usano. Ọlọ́run ló dá wa. We have to learn to love people. Don't think Akatas are not human enough. How dare you? Èèyàn mélòó la lè dá? Mélòó la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dá? Don't think Igbos are not good enough. Don't think Yorubas are not good enough. Are you the only one that is going to live on this earth? Don't you know that those things that you feel, even as you are praying to God to give you favor, to give you compassion, all those biases you have in your heart, okay, so you don't like Igbo people. You are saying, God, give me favor. Indirectly, because God knows all hearts. Okay? He's the author of all things. So, Biba sọ mi ò like Igbo. So, tí n bá ń gbàdúrà Ọlọ́run, ṣojú àánú fún mi lójú àánú, ṣílẹ̀kùn àánú. Mo ti sọ fún indirectly from my own attitude and biases pé àánú kankan gbọ́dọ̀ wá látọ̀dọ̀ Igbo, ẹ cut it out. Igbo lè ṣe mí láàánú. Don't you know that is what we do with the attitude we have? You have just crossed out those platforms that God could extend to bless you. Be careful what you wish for. Your intrinsic biases affect your prayers. Though you're saying one thing with your mouth, but you believe something else in your heart. God knows the heart of every man. And he says, by the measure they met out, it will met right back to us. Extend your platform. Broaden your horizon. Expand your scope so that your opportunities for blessings can be increased. Stop diminishing your returns. Hate diminishes return. Being unteachable diminishes your return. I have a lot of aunties, Auntie Wordless, Auntie this, Auntie Yinka Ejumi, Auntie this, Auntie Felicia one day, Auntie, I don't care. Some of my friends even call them by their names. But I remember who they are to me. I know how much love they have for me. So I still call them Auntie Felicia with pride. With pride. It doesn't take anything away from me. It increases my value before them. Kí ló dé? Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ kóra yín jánu. Tọ́n bá kọ́ yín, ẹ lọ kọ́ra yín. Ẹ̀yin ìyá, ìdí yọ bọ̀m̀bọ̀, ọmú yọ bọ̀m̀bọ̀, ọgbọ́n kékeré báyìí. Tá a bá lọ ọgbọ́n, ta ló fẹ́ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa? Ta ló fẹ́ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa? I need to pay my bills. Ẹni tí bá jẹ́ ń gbèsè màmá san díẹ̀díẹ̀. Sit down and address these issues that are making you become so temperamental and so easy to get upset. I'm saying this, I can come on Facebook and say it because the people that I work with, I work at Sentinella Hospital. Call there and ask them, from the security guard to the director, Miss Elizabeth, because I respect them in return. All these tiny nurses, 23, 24. Inú mi máa ń dùn tí n bá rí wọn ni. Èmi náà ń gbàdúrà kó ọmọ mi ṣoríire. Màá wá débi iṣẹ́ màmá lọ treat wọn anyhow. Those are my children in disguise. Àwọn ọmọ tí máa yọ̀ sí lọ́rùn nìyẹn. Those children will become administrators and chairman and chiefs in future. Màá wá ní kó má ṣoríire. Gbogbo wọn ni. Miss Elizabeth. Yes, Jenny, what can I do for you? Miss Elizabeth. Yes, inú mi máa ń dùn ni. Because mo mọ̀ pé yàn kan máa ṣe or not àwọn ọmọ mi no. I don't hate them. Most of them too, I oriented them when they first came to the unit. Now they are charge nurses because I declined. That was my choice. I'm not staff. So I'm a traveler and I want to stay that way, but I respect their home. Anywhere I go to work. I was talking to one of my friends the other day and she goes, I had too much. They made them carry go. I don't need them. I laughed. I said, my dear, you need them. All this money and this show that you're doing without work, we're all useless. If you don't have a means of livelihood, you're finished. Go back home, I make money, I make money. Oh, shisha lolowo. To baba bitoti shisha jeshe wa rowo. You will become nothing before your family immediately. A lot of people, especially women, that have power now that they think they're all that. All that freedom you have is because you have a job. All that freedom you have is because you make money. If you don't make your money, your home will be different. Your life will be different. Learn respect and love with that money. I was saying the other time before I cut off, growing up, there was a lady that lived 4 or 5 houses away. And this occurred to me actually 4 days ago on the flight to Houston. Mo wan wa won hair hostesses nearby. Mo wan rerin. Mo need the things I know now. When I was little, I used to love them so much. I still love them now. But omo kekere se mo, ti o ti mo nkankan, ti ri won ti wo green skirt won yen Nigeria Airways, won ti lo little hat won yen, won I used to love the hair hostesses so much. And every time I saw this lady come back from work, I would run to her, get her bag. Mi ò lè sọ ye gbaju tí mo ti jẹ látọwọ́ dad mi. Because that's what I liked, okay? And no matter how I tried, this lady would not even get it. There are things that you're doing now. There are places that you are now. And there are a lot of young people that keep swirling around you. Use that as a teaching moment. Use that to direct their path. Use that to gain their interest. Win them away from the devil's camp. You can do it. Even that most difficult child that nobody likes, that everybody thinks is a thug, but that child likes you. You can change the life of a child just by being patient enough to listen and create that forum for them. You can. There are a lot of ways that affect Tarawa and has nothing to do with money. Just giving that room, just that love. If we pay off, sometimes we think we're doing and we're not getting back. Sometimes we need to check what ground we're sowing in. And then what are the words we use to follow all that effort of love that we put in? If our attitude is wrong, if you like, don't pay 10% of your tithe, pay 200%. It still will not change anything. Because those blessings, as you get them, they're on the way to you. You block those angels delivering them. You block, they fall by the wayside and the devil picks up and runs away with it. There is nothing love cannot change. And patience. And it doesn't matter. Some people are so nice on the outside, but once you come into their houses, they are like lions. Nobody can go near them. Their children know it. Their husbands know it. Be true to yourself. If you are not useful to me today, you can be useful to me tomorrow. I can be useful to you. So you want to judge how much help I can be to you by how much you think I'm worth? that is a great mistake you make. It's a great mistake because I may be poor, but my next of kin may be rich. My next of kin may be the one holding your blessings. Don't despise small beginnings. Let us learn to respect each other. On that note, I thank you all so much. Miss Mary, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You don't have to listen when I talk. You don't. And there's so many channels, over 200 channels that exist. But you listened because what I'm saying already resonates with your spirit. You know what I'm saying is true. And when you know that, every knowledge that is not implied, that is not applied, is useless. So let's use it. Let us be patient. Let us teach ourselves and our children. All those men that you're seeing, they look good, they look great. What I tell people is when you have crossed over into your 20s, 25, 30s, it takes an extra grace of God to create your own people for you. You will make friends. Oh, yes, you will make friends. But you may not be able to make friends that can die for you. You may not be able to make friends that can be dependable and there for you, that can cover your shame and understand who you truly are. So the friends that you need to make, you might already have made. So what you need is that facilitation to make sure that they understand that you see them as valuable and they see you as appreciative. So let us make that room. Ẹjọ́, àwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù, ká ní wà rẹ̀lẹ̀, ká dẹ̀ ṣọ́ ẹnu wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ pẹ̀lú ọkàn wa, ká dẹ̀ yẹ ṣe meeting before the meeting. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká bá yé aláyé jẹ́. Ìgbà kékeré báyìí tá a wù, ó ń ba nǹkan jẹ́. A sọ pé a máa sọ pé kán má bínú, a sọ pé a máa parí ìjà. Yorùbá náà ló máa ń sọ. Wọ́n á ní imí kékeré létí àwo. Tó bá kúrò lójú kò kúrò lọ́kàn. Very few people can truly forgive each other to the depth of heart. So if we can avoid offending each other, let us do that. And don't forget, everybody that has ever contributed to your success deserves to be held up in prayers, even if you don't remember their names or know them anymore. It is well with you. Ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire ni mí o. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí. Wọ́n kọ́ mi mo dẹ̀ gbẹ̀kọ́, mo dẹ̀ tún ra mi kọ́. Wọ́n bí mi mo dẹ̀ tún ra mi bí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹ̀rù ò bà mí láti ṣe àṣà àti ìṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. I love you so much. Ire o. Ire o. Bye. Èmi tí yín ní tòótọ́, Elizabeth Adéọlá Òṣòdì. Ọmọ Fátóyìnbó. Ọmọ Òṣòdì fúnra rẹ̀ ló lẹ́pẹ̀tẹ̀dọ̀. Love you. Blessings. Blessings.